What's up, Heat Nation? Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Happy Saturday, you guys. Hope you all have a great day so far. Hope you're enjoying the weekend. Wish I could say I was having a great weekend. I mean, I am. Being with my family, being with my girls, my wife. I got a wrestling show tonight, Steel Cage, main event. Don't worry, I'll drop the info in the link below. But I wish last night was a better night. Miami lose to the Atlanta Hawks 109-108. I don't want to talk too much about the game, you guys. I already posted a short about it earlier today. Go watch that. But what I want to talk about is the disappointment of this Miami Heat roster for the last two games. After the West Coast trip, when we were 2-3, I told you guys, I see us easily winning these next 5 games. And we started at a great trend. We went 3-0. We beat Orlando. We beat Charlotte. We beat Brooklyn. We started 3-0. It was looking great. Then you get blown out by Toronto. That's fine. Chalk it up as a bad night. But last night was just awful. They don't have Trae Young. They don't have DeAndre Hunter. What the hell? The Heat had great leads. You lose to a game winner against Dejounte Murray. I get that, but the fact that they don't have Trae Young, we should have easily won this game. These last 2 games, the Miami Heat are looking and reverting back to that same team last year. That same team that I had a huge problem with last season. Yes, we had that magical run in the playoffs, but in the season we were trash because we were losing games that we shouldn't be losing to against teams with bad records. And these last 2 losses that we've had against Toronto and last night against Atlanta, they're both losing record teams. And we've lost to both of them. That sucks. We're falling back to the pattern. Now, I get it. You can call last night a bad night in the office. But no, the night against Toronto was a bad night in the office. Last night was just a bad game. You should have easily won that game. With all the rumors swirling around from Dejounte Murray, Dejounte balled last night, hitting that game winner. Mad props to Dejounte Murray. And that even fuels the fire of the Miami Heat going after Dejounte Murray. But this video is to not talk about the previous game. This video is not to talk about a specific player. This video is to talk to Miami Heat fans because I've been saying for weeks, hell, all season long, this roster currently constructed can win an NBA championship. I still feel that. In the pit of my heart, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I still feel that the Miami Heat can win this roster. I love the starting lineup that Spo went with last night. Something different. He started Tyler Hero and Caleb Martin in the backcourt. I've been pleading for that for so long. Not Caleb Martin, but Jaime Jaquez Jr. Even Caleb Martin, I called that about a month ago when Tyler Hero was out. I said when Tyler Hero came back, put him at the starting point guard along with Jaime Jaquez or Caleb Martin. I love seeing that backcourt last night. You started Jimmy Butler, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo. It seemed great. Kyle Lowry coming off the bench. Loved it. It just seemed like it didn't work. What didn't work exactly? It looks like the Kyle Lowry and Nikola Jovic experience is running its course. Last night, they combined for 4 points. Kyle Lowry has just not been offensively efficient, especially after, in 2024, he's just been god-awful. I know what Kyle Lowry doesn't show in the box score. I understand that. But the fact that he's making $30 million and he has an expiring contract with the way that he's currently playing, averaging 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, it's just not good enough. I know I said in the Miami Heat roundtable, I know I tried to give Kyle Lowry his flowers, saying that what he does, doesn't show in the box score, but that's pretty much the only thing we can say about Kyle Lowry. He has a tradable contract, you guys. We need to make a trade. Miami Heat, if anyone that works for the team watches this channel, your fans implore you. It's time to make a trade. We understand that Nikola Jovic is a project, and I know certain Heat fans have been on my comments saying we love the team as is, not to trade Nikola Jovic. Guys, if we want to win an NBA championship this year, a change is necessary. A trade has to be done. It's just the facts. If we don't make a trade, Yes, you can make the NBA Finals. Of course we can. We're one of the 4 best teams in the Eastern Conference. But you guys, if you really want to have a shot of beating Philadelphia, Milwaukee, or Boston in a 7-game series, Kyle Lowry at the starting point guard is just not the answer. And I know he didn't start last night, but what else are you going to throw there, man? I mean, I know Tyler Hero started at the point guard last night. He's just not a point guard. I would prefer somebody else. I would prefer an upgrade. I would prefer, if we're paying a guy $25, $30 million around that level, if he shows more productional value. And what I saw last night from Dejounte Murray, you guys, I think he'd be a perfect fit on this team. Now, I know whoever we trade for, they're not going to average the numbers that they're currently averaging. I know if you trade for Terry Rozier, he's not going to bring those 25 points a game here. If you trade for Dejounte Murray, he's not going to bring those 23 points a game here. But they will average most likely over 10 points a game. They will provide the productivity that they can provide. And I love what I saw last night from Dejounte Murray. I also love what I saw from Saddiq Bey. I love DeAndre Hunter. If the Miami Heat can work a package, you guys, because Dejounte Murray makes $18 million this year. Next year, his new contract kicks in. You're going to take $30 million from Kyle Lowry, the $2 million contract from Nikola Jovic. Hell, I'd be willing to throw in Caleb Martin. And if you do a deal like that, throw in a future first-round draft pick to Atlanta. Now you can get a Dejounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, and possibly Saddiq Bey. I know it's crazy. Maybe Atlanta won't do it. Maybe you can work a deal by getting Saddiq Bey and Dejounte Murray. But Atlanta has some players, not just Dejounte Murray, but other guys that I feel that can really help us moving forward. And if we provide Atlanta, and what have I said in the past, you guys? What do you give an NBA franchise that's rebuilding? There's 3 things that they want, and the Heat have all of it. An expiring contract, Kyle Lowry, a young asset, Nikola Jovic, and draft capital, which we do have. If Miami is willing to part with all 3 and get guys like Dejounte Murray, DeAndre Hunter, or Saddiq Bey, all 3, maybe 2. If you want all 3, you got to throw in Caleb Martin, make those numbers work, but I think that he can make it possible. Or you can trade with Charlotte. You can get a Terry Rozier. You can get another filler. Or you can go to Washington, get a Tyus Jones and a Daniel Gafford. Figure this out, Miami, because this roster that we have now is great on paper, does some great stuff, but can be fucking annoying sometimes. Sorry for the language, you guys, but that game just disappointed me. It's Udonis Haslem's jersey retirement ceremony. You have Dwayne Wade, you have Goran Dragic, you have, oh my God, you have so many Heat legends, Jason Williams, Tim Hardaway, Darrell Wright. Oh my God, it was just a beautiful night. That retirement speech from Udonis Haslem was so beautiful. Everything was perfect about that night. And then you lose the game. You embarrass yourself on your home floor from a game winner from a guy who's rumored to be traded to your team. Pero no, bro, like, oh, it's just frustrating. It's annoying. I'm a Heat lifer. I'm a diehard Heat fan, you guys, but I call this team out when I see it. That was just a bad performance. We need to shake it off. We need to move forward. We got a game against Orlando on Sunday. I'm confident that Miami can turn this around, but I truly feel that a trade should not just be done, but a trade is starting to look needed. And another thing I want to talk about, you guys, and mention this to me in the comments, what the hell is going on with Jimmy, Tyler, and Bam? When they're playing together, we ain't winning games. I'm not saying it's because of them. I'm saying we need to figure something out. I'm not calling to trade Tyler, Bam, or Jimmy. I love these 3 guys, but Spo needs to make this work, because when one of those guys aren't playing, usually when it's either Tyler or Jimmy, not Bam, the Heat win games, especially with Jaquez out there. So I'm just excited for Jaime Jaquez to get healthy. I want this team to be healthy moving forward. I'm done with this crap. I want to see a change. Let me know what you think in the comments, you guys. I mean, after seeing the last 2 games, do you feel like me that a trade is starting to look needed? Or do some of you still feel that this team is just good enough? I want to hear from you guys. I know people are going to joke around and saying, oh, the Heat aren't going to do anything and Pat loves the team as is. Guys, there's multiple rumors out there. There's multiple reports. The Miami Heat are looking to make a trade. I know that they put Kyle Lowry available in trade talks. He's been available since last season. Nikola Jovic was reported that he's open in trade talks as well. The Heat love Jovic, you guys. I love Jovic. It's not that I want to see him go. I know he'll be a great piece for the future. But if you want to trade Kyle Lowry, and if you want to get a player that can help us win now, you need to attach an asset with him. A future first-round draft pick and a player like Nikola Jovic. It's just business. You have to do this sometimes to make your team better. And guys, Nikola Jovic is not the only piece. He's not the only future piece. The Heat have set ourselves up for the future, you guys. We're a win-now team with this roster, but look at the roster we have for the future. Bam, Tyler, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Duncan Robinson. We also got Drew Smith, Orlando Robinson, Jamal Cain. You got Cole Swider, Adonis Williams. We're fine, you guys. We got young assets sitting right now in 2A and in the G League as well. I think we're more than fine for the future. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, you guys. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers, and I need your guys' help to do that. Thank you so much for the love and support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Oh, and before I leave, got a wrestling show tonight. Pompano Beach with CCW, Coastal Championship Wrestling. I'll leave the link in the description below. I'm in a main event, steel cage match. We call it the Kumite. Let me know if you guys want to check it out. Thank y'all. Have a great Saturday.